Hello. I was hoping to make a video somewhere exotic this week. I had thoughts about going up to Oldham and parking up by the moors, etc. But that all fell through. Then I was going to go, when that fell through I thought, well, I found a campsite in Warwickshire, about 40-minute drive from my hometown, which is open all year, accepts camper vans, and if I move this now, will you watch? No, it's not going to fall out. And it's £12 a night, and they let you have campfires. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll just go and check that out one night this week, and see what it's like, because I only really like campsites if they let you have a campfire. Warwickshire's a funny place. There's pretty much nowhere, unless you've got your own garden, that you can have a campfire. And I quite like sitting by a fire when it's not raining. It's been chucking it down here today, just not long ago, which is why I'm sitting in this car park. I popped in to get a loaf of bread, and I've been stuck here ever since, waiting for the RAC. Yeah. So if I keep looking over there, it's because I'm hoping they'll come around the corner any minute, but there could be ages yet. So what happened? I come out to the van, having been in Sainsbury's, and it won't start. And it's got battery, it's got life in the battery. Yep. I've took the batteries here in front of the passenger seat. I lifted the lid, and I dried it up as best I could. There was a bit of a splash. Trouble is, when it's really wet, I did go for a puddle. It gets wet, and it's happened to me once before. But that time the electrics all went crazy. This time I've got electric, like I've got this light on here, and if I put the radio on, that'll work. But what happens when I turn the key in the ignition is I've got the little funny little engine light, don't know what you call that. I've got a stop light, and I got the battery light, so something's not right. And yeah, I've done the best I can. There's no point jump starting it. I've got my jump starter here, but I mean, it's clearly obvious there is power in the battery, so I don't think the jump starter is going to be much use. Just hoping it's something that the RAC can fix. Luckily I am in the RAC, and I paid £155 in February, and I managed to find my membership number, and I've reported it online, and they just said to wait. I'm half tempted to nip back to my bungalow, because normally my experience with the RAC is they're very good, is they call you when they're on the way, and I only live 5 minutes round corner, literally 5 minutes walk, so I could go home and sit there in comfort and wait, and then when they call me, just come running around. But anyway, the great advantage also of having a van is that I've got all the makings of a cup of coffee in the back, so I've made myself a coffee. If worst comes to worst, I can sleep here. They've got some funny warning signs in this car park. I've been had by that once before, where you overstay your welcome in the car park, and then you end up paying a fine. But I don't know. They said it could be up to 4 hours. Trouble is, a rainy night like this, there may well be more than a few people stuck with broken down cars, etc. Anyway, so yeah, so I was looking forward to a quiet evening, and now I'm having a quiet evening sitting in the van. The other weirdest thing is, I was going to get this other phone of mine repaired today, because the battery had just stopped. It died. It would refuse to charge. The phone wouldn't switch on. So I was all set to take it down to a phone shop in Leamington, and just literally on the way I thought, I'll just test it one more time. Tested it I don't know how many times, but it refused to, you know, if you plugged it in it wouldn't take a charge, and it switched on. It's so random. So I thought, oh well, abort mission, we won't take it in for a new battery today, seeing as how it's decided to work. we'll save that for another day. So I don't know what that was about. So I saved myself 50-60 quid there, and now I've probably, well, who knows if I have to buy a new alternator or something, how much that will cost. And it's a bit annoying not having a vehicle if I don't have a vehicle for a few days. But there are some mobile mechanics around in Leamington, so I'll probably find somebody to come and fix it. If the RAC can't do it now. I've actually, like I say, I've smeared Vaseline all around the terminals that were, you can see evidence of water there, and I wiped it away as best I could and smeared Vaseline around it. And every now and again I try this, but nothing doing. Won't turn over or anything, so bummer. And the RAC, like all of them, are very good. I've always had good experiences with the RAC, even though this technically isn't the vehicle that I'm registered with them for. They'll fix any vehicle. A bit horrified to find out that I'm about 3 addresses behind on my website login thing, so I'll have to update that. I'm always really rubbish at that. I mean, I shouldn't really have an address right now. I wasn't even going to live in a house. It wasn't my intention, but you know, council offered me a bungalow, and not really going to turn it down. You know, I mean, it's ridiculously cheap. I couldn't rent a room privately in Leamington for what I'm paying for this bungalow, and you know, I'm not there much, so bills aren't very expensive. So yeah, bit of a no-brainer really, and it's really useful to have all that, you know, that space, and the garden. I like the garden as well. But yeah, I was looking forward to getting home and having my dinner. I've had a bit of peanut butter and bread so far. I've got a bar of chocolate actually, which I bought. I could always break into that if I get really hungry, or I could nip into Sainsbury's again and get myself a sausage roll or something. It'll be open till 10 probably. But yeah, so it's not the exciting glamorous video that I would have liked to have made. If I don't get away this week because the van's not working, then I'll have to I'll try and do it next week. I'll try and go and test that campsite out next week. I've been collecting wood locally, because obviously this time of year there's a lot of fallen wood, but oftentimes it's wet, so I've been collecting it and drying it out. I've got a bit of porchway at home which is undercover, and I've got the wood piled up there ready to go if I do get a chance to go away and do some camping. So in theory, because I don't have to work now, I should be able to go away whenever I want, but I always seem to have commitments. I've got commitments tomorrow in Leamington, but I can get the train into town if I need to. I just take it a day at a time. Yeah, but bit of a bummer. But at least I've got this phone and I can watch a few YouTube videos, and it's not cold. I've got a heater. If it did get cold, I'd put the heater on. So yeah. So at least it's not one of the, I don't like this. I mean, I love watching YouTube van life videos, I do, but when people put these like real clickbaity ones on, you know, which is sort of like, my life is over, it's unbearable, and you go into it and you find out that they've been stuck in a traffic jam for half an hour or something stupid like that, you know what I mean? It's a bit annoying, but I don't tend to do that. So although being stuck in Sainsbury's car park is a bit annoying, it's not like the end of the world. I'll survive. At least I've got all the makings for survival in this van. I mean, God, I'm a bit of a prepper, so I think I've got everything in here that I possibly need, and I've got Sainsbury's, so I'm hardly in any danger. Yeah, it's just one of those things life throws at us, isn't it? One of those things. At least my phone's working, the other phone, at least that's working now, so that's something. But I'll let you know in the next video how we got on, and that's it. See you later.